elbow grease. Hey guys, it's Sean from Engines and Elbow Grease. I got another Will It Run revival video for you today. I got a probably early to mid 2000s Craftsman brush mower. I've had it for years, and the deal is that it sat for 3 years when I moved away. I moved out of my old house and rented it out for a while and moved out of state and lived out of state for a couple years, and then moved back. And then the guy who was in my house bought my house, but I had left some things there as part of the deal when I sold the house that I was going to come back for, and I finally got it. And I got 10 acres now at this new place I bought, and I'm definitely going to need the brush mower now more than ever. So I picked it up from my old place this past weekend, and I decided to get it going. So let's take a look at it, and we'll see what it's going to need to get going. All right, so here it is. Craftsman 22-inch brush mower. It's just like one of these walk-behind weed trimmers. It's not like a DR, heavy-duty DR mower, but it's really good for cutting down really tall grass, small weeds, small little starts of saplings and stuff, especially if you've got some land or you want to make some trails, which I've got a bunch of trails I want to clear with all pretty low stuff, so this should work pretty well for that. So it's got a Quantum, Briggs & Stratton Quantum flathead, 190 cc, 6.25 foot-pounds torque, 625 series. I'm trying to see if I can find the date code and let you know what year this is. Okay, 090108. So was built January 8th, 2009, I believe. So yeah, so mid 2000s, just like I was saying. So these are super reliable engines. This one, everything still is free. This is sat outside for 3 years, by the way. The gas was drained out of it, I believe, but it has still sat outside for 3 years. These are really, really reliable, though. This one still has great compression. I pulled it over already. It has great compression. The linkage and everything is fine to engage the trimmer head. That's all working free. It does need an oil change. It has good oil in it, but a good amount of oil in it. A little bit low, maybe quarter of a quart low, but it is black, as you can see. So I'm going to start with just pulling the carburetor off of this. I just want to take the carburetor off, take a look at it. I'm not even going to bother just putting gas in it and trying to start it because I don't think it's going to work. So I'm going to pull the carburetor off of this thing, and let's take it apart and see how it looks. That air filter is terrible. I'm going to have to get a new one of those. They have a little bit of gas in the line, but it's terribly gross and yellow and smells like varnish. So but that was all the gas, just a little bit left in the line. Oh boy, that bolt's stuck. There we go. Well, honestly, this looks really clean inside the bowl. You can see that's from taking it off. That piece of black right there is actually super clean. It's just really junky gas in it. So I think we may be able to get away with just a little a little brake clean blow off and clean it out. All right, rough cleaning. It looked cleaned up on the outside, looks pretty good. Let's throw it back on and see how she runs. Carburetor, the fuel tank is beautiful inside, nice and clean. So I'm just gonna throw a little bit of gas in this thing. See if it fires up. I will bet money that it will. I haven't changed the oil yet, but I want to get this warm before I change the oil anyway. So if it runs, I'll let it run for a little bit and then we'll change the oil. All I've done is just clean out the carburetor. Well, that's perfect. Runs great. What more can you ask for? So I guess what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and change the oil, get that changed out. That'll be good. And then we'll throw some strings in this thing, and then I'll give you a demo. We'll go cut some of this tall grass I have down in my woods. It works. I'm a little hot and a little dirty. This is really, really soft ground over here. This is all downhill. As you can see, this is like the low spot. So it's all real, real soft and wet, especially right in here. You can see I just kept getting stuck. Back in there is fine. It's all dry back in there. But right here is just like, there's a water run spot here, I suppose. But anyway, it works. It sat for 3 years unused. And carburetor rebuild, air filter, some oil, spark plug, and she is ready to rip, buddy. Working great. I don't know if I'm going to do the rest of this yet or not. I don't know. We'll make my mind up on that a little bit later, but I think that was a pretty good first test. Looks a lot better than it did with all this overgrown grass. So trying to keep the insects low this summer. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Appreciate it very much. We'll see you in the next one.